Well, hello, Peri and post-menopausers. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So today it is all about that pesky coach. What type of snacks? I want to have more snacks. So, what are healthy snacks? But you know what, ladies? So many of you, snacks isn't the real issue. It is constantly not eating consistently. And what's crazy is what we've probably been trying to do for so many of you is you've been trying to say intermittent fast, or you've been trying to cut calories, or you think, gosh, well, if I eat less, but you end up snacking more on things that are just high calorie items, and we're just kind of feeling the need. We're just munching. But then we're missing the most important part. You're missing the protein, you're missing your quality veggies. You're missing your whole food items, but we're snacking. And then we say, well, gosh, my belly isn't flattening, or I'm not losing the weight. And you say, but I barely eat. But the thing is, it's not that you barely eat because you actually do. It's just, it's all wrapped around in snacking. And then that sweet tooth is crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All of a sudden you feel like you're constantly craving sweets. But so much of that is literally because we are not actually eating at the right capacity within our meals. So when you think about breakfast, lunch, dinner, I wish I could see all of your faces right now because the fact is, how many of you are actually eating breakfast, lunch, dinner? Many of you may eat one meal, it may be lunch, or as one of my clients says, dinner. Granted, that mix between lunch and dinner, or you're only eating dinner or you're constantly in and out of fasting schedules. Is that you? And by constantly in and out of fasting schedules, I mean you may have days where you may fast for 2 days and all you have is liquids, and then you'll eat for the rest of the week. And then next month you do it again. Or you have a full week where all you're doing is drinking liquids, and then you try to jump right back into food. If I'm talking to you, I want you to stop doing that. Because at this stage of life, it is very important that we get some consistency around meal quantity and meal timing, and then that we have the right type of food for you, which means the right balance, the right ratio, right? And so whether you're somebody who eats meat or whether you don't, it's still a ratio of having the right amount of protein to carbohydrates to fats always. The calories will line up if we can get the other amounts right. So it's not just a calorie count, because calorie counting doesn't help you if we don't have the right inputs. You could say if you maybe you're supposed to eat 1600 calories a day, but if you're not paying attention to the what in those 1600s, you could eat 1600 calories a day and be gaining weight. And you're saying, well, I never go over on calories. Well, it doesn't matter because the fact is, the what you had isn't what your body needed. So if you have been struggling with, I'm always snacking, my sweet tooth is up, start focusing on having the right quantities at your main meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner. If we can nail those three meals, and then we have basic snacks that may be a few mixed nuts here, a little bit of fruit here or there. And that's only if your body can support that. Maybe you have some cucumbers, or something like that. And then every now and then you have the random cookie or, the random item, random chips, because those things do have a place, right? Let's not pretend they don't have any place. But when we're constantly snacking, it disrupts your ability to actually eat real meals. And then your real meals just become less and less, or you cannot actually tolerate the things that you need to at the meal time. So let's put some serious focus behind breakfast, lunch, dinner. Get the right quantity of protein, get the right amount of vegetables. That's the right volume for you. So it keeps you fuller longer between the protein, your veggies. And if it's a meal that you do have a starch in, make sure it's a manageable amount so you don't get into that slump. Or it may be a meal that doesn't have any at all, but you want to manage those three main meals, because I promise you, some of you right now may be looking and saying, well, I don't need 3 meals a day. Many of you probably do, because you cannot meet your needs in two. Most people are very challenged to meet their needs for their body, even if you're someone who's trying to lose weight or change your body composition. It's very difficult to do it in 2 meals and still function. Okay. So 3 meals is more average that someone can do. Some of you may even be able to do 4. but it just depends on you. But if we make those three just a little bit larger, that have the right items in it, that will control your snacking. It will control your ability to be consistent. It will control your energy levels. It will make sure that you don't have these spikes and lows, right? And then you'll find that your sweet tooth is under control. You will snack a lot less. And then you'll find that those changes that you want to see on your body actually start to be seen. It will also help you sleep better. So there's so many benefits of why getting back to having those basic meals are very beneficial. So I know that as I said that, some of you are going to be challenged. Some of you are going to feel like it's not true. I want you to write it in the community. Let us know what you're thinking. And if you make those changes, go ahead and tell us what changes you did make and how you have felt. But know that it does take some getting used to, just like anything else. You don't go from doing one thing one day to all in the very next day and think it's going to be perfect. So give yourself the opportunity to learn your body and understand how to increase meals for you in a way that is comfortable and in a way that you can continue to do. All right. So I cannot wait to see your comments and your thoughts. But let's give it a try and tell me what you think. I'll see you soon.